Hello, it is a dark episode for September the 5th, 2025, in a damp, moist backyard, because as I was biking home, it began to rain. The actual thunder and lightning was happening as I came out of my place of work and into the family dynamics of a bunch of deer. First a doe and her fawn, who were eyeing me, and then a buck, a big old buck with a big rack, and a larger doe who really, the buck really eyed me and was just kind of eyeing me and slowly ambling. And then it turned towards me, and I'd been being kind of quiet and just sort of like, yeah, come on, let's go by. And then it started going towards me, at which point I kind of gave it a hey, and it started back. I kept myself very close to the stairs at this point, so when I went hey and it came right at me, I could theoretically put some stair railings in between me and the very pointy horns of that particular buck. So yes, that was my excitement for the evening. Thankfully, that was the full excitement of that evening. I'm really stuck on my writing at the moment. I've finished a story, but I really can't get back in. I can't motivate myself to be back in. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, this is horrible. Or just like, it gets worse and worse every time I kind of try and do something to it. So I hate this because I thought it's like, okay, I need to finish something and publish it, but I'm not at the moment, I'm not gonna finish this. So I think I need to put it aside and come back to it later. And so that's what I'm gonna do with that. Theoretically, what I should do is go back and one of my other unfinished things and take a look at that. Maybe that is what I'll do, because the other inclination is just to start yet another thing and not have that, and and so on until I have oodles and oodles of unfinished things, which is kind of frustrating and just spinning wheels. So I will go back and look at stuff, and only at the last possibility will I start something new, something very short. I always say something short and then it spirals out of control, but I have one idea for something new, which I think would be fine. Often, just as I'm walking, I just think of stories and start kind of playing them out in my head, and I think I can do that. So yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I am continuing to read Iron Flame, the second in the Onyx. I don't know if it's the Onyx, whatever, Onyx series by Rebecca Yarros, the military fantasy romance kind of fascisty kind of fiction. It's got some very conservative inbuilt stuff in here, which is interesting. It's the second book, and unfortunately the first book was very tightly plotted, and it's like, okay, I respect that. Second book, a little less. You can feel like, okay, I'm going to get to do a second book, and I'm letting a little bit of the air out, which is kind of disappointing, because I think that was one of the things that I admired most about the first, was how tight it was. So, but I am enjoying it, and I'm happy that so far I've been able to wrangle my Kobo into just holding on to my library, because it was like a quick seven day borrow, which I kind of squandered the first day of. So 6 days to read a almost 600 page book, which I'm not a fast reader. So I think I've hopefully, by turning off the Wi-Fi and just staying in the book in my Kobo, I've been able to hold on to it. So hopefully that will work when I open it tonight, and get the book read before I experiment with how much more I could do or what's going to trigger it. All right. I am going to leave it there. More videos later.